It's howling time! Welcome everyone to another episode of It's Howling Time with the Howling Wolf. Here we're going to give you selections for March 27th, 2021. The track that I'm going to be handicapping for you, it is going to be Turfway Park. I'm going to be doing two races there, race number 10 and race number 11, which race number 11 is the Jeff Ruby Stakes Grade 3 for a $250,000 purse and derby points. But before I begin, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe and like, and ring the bell so you know each time when I come on. Because here, I try to give you guys the best prices I can possible. I don't like playing chalk. Now to start off with the race, we're going to do race number 10. It is the Bourbonette Oaks going a mile distance for a $150,000 purse. We got a field of 10 running. My top selection here is going to be the number 3. Olivia of the Desert at money line odds of 8-1. It's by Bernardini out of a Unbridled Song mare. The last time it ran was on March 6th at Oaklawn Park, going a mile and 1/16 distance on a fast track, and the Honeybee Grade 3 $300,000 purse race was able to get fourth by 7.5 lengths. Had to go 4 wide around the second turn and just got tired out, but was showing some great ability to coming on late. With the shortening up of distance, she shows some great potential. The time before that, it ran on December 18th at Remington Park on a fast track, going a mile distance in the Trapeze Stakes for a $60,000 purse. Was able to get first by a head. As the rally was up in mid-pack and rallied near the wire to get up there quickly. So it made a great move. The workouts have been on February 27th at Gulfstream Park, going 5 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 59.44 seconds breezing. Was the best at the 31 workouts that day. Then for the last workout, it was on March 20th at Keeneland, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 50.20 seconds breezing. Was the 47th best out of the 59 workouts that day. What I see with this one, it is getting Brian Hernandez, which knows how to get this horse into the winning move and into a winning predictability, coming on strong and late. This race, this filly should be able to handle it well and coming on to make a great move. If it could relax it like he usually does, stay behind a pace setter or even in mid behind the other two horses, then relax, then come on strong into that second turn for great ability into the stretch to come up for a good win. So again, for my top selection in the Bourbonette Oaks, going a mile distance in race number 10, it is the number 3 Olivia of the Desert of money line odds of 8-1. For my price horse, it is going to be the number 7 Into Vanishing. Again, for my price horse, it is the number 7 Into Vanishing at money line odds of 7-2. is by Into Mischief out of a Lemon Drop Kid mare. Last time ran was on January 15th at Turfway Park, going a mile distance for allowance optional claiming $50,000, non-winners of one. Was able to come in first by 6 lengths. Ran against horses like Chakawala Bingo and so forth. The time before that, it ran on December 17th at Turfway Park, going a mile distance in maiden special weight, $32,000 purse. Was able to win that race by 3/4 of a length. The workouts have been on March 13th at Turfway Park, going 5 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 1 minute, 0.00.80 seconds. Breezing was the 8th best out of the 41 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on March 20th at Turfway Park, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 48.80 seconds. Breezing was the 10th best out of the 62 workouts that day. Well, I see with this one, it has a total winning ability. The step up in class is just the only issue, but if he runs the course that it has been running before, and Chris Landeros is staying aboard, it should be able to handle the racing ability very well. The jockey with the trainer combination is at 47%, and in stakes races they're at 9%. But with Chris Landeros staying aboard and the step up in class, maybe you should be able to see this one coming in at a great price. Maybe be above 7-2. It might be at, like I say, maybe 6-1 or 8-1 by the time the race goes off. So again, for my price horse, in the Bourbonette Oaks, going a mile distance, the race number 10, it is the number 7, Into Vanishing, at money line odds of 7-2. Now for the horse to use into the exotics in the Bourbonette Oaks, race number 10. My Into the Exotic play horse, which means that the horse may come into the exacta, trifecta, superfecta. The horse that I like, it is the number 9, Forever Boss, at moneyline odds of 12-1. It's by Temperature out of a El Prado mare. The last time ran was on March 6th at Tampa Bay Downs on the turf, going a mile and 1/16 distance in the Florida Oaks Grade 3. Was able to get 8th by 7.5 lengths. Got bumped and blocked, then had to go 3 to 4 wide to make the easy trip, but couldn't make it anyway. The time before that, it ran on February 14th at Gulfstream Park, going a mile and 1/16 distance on the turf for maiden special weight, $50,000 purse. Was able to get second by a neck. Stalked and then had to go 3 wide and dueled, but got tired out against Tracy Flick and just lost it by the neck. The workouts have been on February 6th at Gulfstream Park, going 5 furlongs. Did it in 1 minute, 0.00.11 second. Breezing was the best out of the 51 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on February 27th at Gulfstream Park, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 50.22 seconds. Breezing was the 63rd best out of the 98 workouts that day. Well, I see with this one, Prairie Utes is getting aboard. Was bumped. If it doesn't have any issues of getting bumped or so forth, they should be able to get into great position. Bejarano couldn't do anything, and Bejarano's a great jockey. With Periutes, maybe could get this horse into a different position or a different way or urging other than other two jockeys that was aboard her could do. So you may see this one coming up. Maybe if they stays behind two, maybe gets in third or fourth, maybe stay behind some of the pace setters, then come up late for a great showing into the money in any way. My horse to use in the odds, it is the number 9 at Forever Boss at money line odds of 12-1. To recap my selections for the Bourbonette Oaks, race number 10, my top selection is the number 3, Olivia of the Desert at 8-1. My price horse is the number 7, Into Vanishing at moneyline odds of 7-2. And the horse to use in the exotics, it is the number 9, Forever Boss at moneyline odds of 12-1. Now it's time for race number 11. It is the Jeff Ruby Stakes, Grade 3, going a mile and 1/8 distance for a $250,000 purse plus derby points. We got a field of 12 running. Again, I'm going to give you my top selection, my price horse, and the horse to use in the exotics. For my top selection, it is going to be the number 10, Gretzky the Great, at moneyline odds of 5-1. It's by Nitrous out of a Bernardini mare. Last time ran was on February 26th at Turfway Park in the John Battaglia Stakes. Was able to get third by length and 3/4. Pressed into the lead, was the lead all the way through, and just got tired out at the wire, near the wire. The time before that, it ran on November 6th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. Was able to get 6 by 6 1/4 lengths. Was stalking everyone, had to go 2 to 3 wide, an upper way, then down into the stretch, just was losing ground, but was able to hold on to get at least a good showing. Was worked but tired out more. The workouts have been on March 13th at Turfway Park, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 1 minute, 0.60 seconds, breezing, was the 6th best out of the 41 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on March 20th at Turfway Park, going 4 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 49.20 seconds, breezing, was the 18th best out of the 62 workouts that day. Well, I see what Gretzky the Great's going to need to do. Chris Landeros is going to have to maybe not get this one to be in the pace setter, but maybe be off a bit, lay off the pace setter, maybe be in mid-pack or even pacing it to come up strong and late for a great showing in this race. Should be able to show some great potential. It has had some great races, facing some great horses before. So again, for my top selection in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, Grade 3, for a $250,000 purse going a mile and 1/8 distance, it is the number 10, Gretzky the Great, at moneyline odds of 5-1. Now it's time for my price horse in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. I like the number 11, Dynamite, at moneyline odds of 15-1. is by Golden Sense out of a Langford mare. Last time round was at the fairgrounds on February 27th in the Black Gold Stakes. Was able to get second by a nose. Had to go 2 to 3 wide. Was pacing the pace setter there. Drifted out to able to get that second. The workouts have been on March 20th at the fairgrounds, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 1 minute, 0.20 seconds, breezing, was the 14th best out of the 25 workouts that day. For what I see here, is Deshaun Parker is getting on the board. He's a great jockey, knows how to get horses into position well. What's going to need to be done here is he's going to have to get this one into position well. Maybe try not to be the pace setter here, but maybe lay off and stay behind to come up at a great distance. Because other times this horse has been in stakes races, has just got tired out because they've been trying to be the pace setter in the stakes races. So what needs to be done, I believe that they're going to have to do, is be behind the pace setter here so they can come up late into that second turn to make the move and into the stretch to come up for a great placing at a great price. So again, for my price horse in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, it is the number 11, Dynamite, at morning line odds of 15 to 1. Now it's time for my exotic play horse. My exotic play horse in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, it is the number 3, King's Ovation, at morning line odds of 15 to 1. It's by Not This Time out of a High-Con mare. Last time ran was on February 27th at Gulfstream Park in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Was able to get 6 by 12 3/4 lengths. Was washy, got bumped a lot, just couldn't find its footing well to get into a great positioning at that race. The time before that, it ran on January 30th at Gulfstream Park in the Swales, grade 3, was able to get second by 6 1/4 lengths. Just couldn't find any room because was inside a bit, then had to go a little bit wide a bit to make the rally to get that good second and towards the stretch near the wire. The workouts have been on March 14th at Gulfstream Park at a 4 furlongs going on a fast track, did it in 47.63 seconds, breezing, was the 7th best out of the 52 workouts that day. Then for the last workout, it was on March 20th at Gulfstream Park, going 4 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 48.46 seconds, breezing, was the 13th best out of the 80 workouts that day. For me, what I see with this one too, hopefully this one coming into the exotics like the exacta, trifecta, superfecta, what I see is that this horse it's been facing tougher, just couldn't find any room. What I think is going to need to be done, it's going to be facing like, they face horses like Greatest Honor, which is one of the favorites at Gulfstream Park's the Kirtland Florida Derby race. So what I'm going to have to see here, what's going to need to be done, it's not if it could find any room in sort of way and lay back a bit, not battle too much, but lay back, maybe try to be near the pace setter or the pace setter here, try to go out hard so it doesn't get so much and could relax a bit just getting the lead enough to relax somewhat, and then make its move. Going into the second turn, try to spread out a little bit more to hopefully hang on to get to the wire, or even get into the money, into the exotics. So again, for my horse to use in the exotics, I believe, in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, it is the number 3, King's Ovation, at morning odds of 15-1. Again, for my selections for the Jeff Ruby Stakes, race number 11, going a mile and 1/8 distance for a $250,000 purse plus some points. My top selection is the number 10, Gretzky the Great, at morning line odds of 5-1. My price horse is the number 11, Die Oh My, at morning line odds of 15-1. And for my horse to use in the exotics, it is the number 3, King's Ovation, at morning line odds of 15-1. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel, ring the bell, like the video, so each time you hear a podcast coming on, or I do a live video or showing, you can see when I come on and join us in the fun. And remember, when you're cashing with the wolf, it's howling time. Good luck, everyone, and let's make that money. Hope we have some great luck tomorrow. Good luck to everyone. Let's make that money.